All right. So coming into your position, laying on the floor or seated. Starting to make our transition. Welcome, Christina. We just started. Okay. So yeah, let's just start to, if you want to have a hazy gaze or if you're ready to close your eyes, go for it. Maybe you just want to keep the eyes open for a little bit and look around, but let's just start to listen to the music. And just do this for about 15 seconds. And let's just bring the awareness to the chest center. So just feel around where the heart is. I'm going to do a heart class today. So just feel where the heart is at today. If anything comes to mind. Are you feeling kind of nourished today or depleted? Maybe unsure. And letting that be perfect. Just bringing that little bit of extra attention to the heart area, the chest area. Take care of ourselves, extra care for ourselves today. And go ahead and do a body scan, a quick little head to toe. How are you feeling? How is your body feeling? And then if there's any area that feels a little bit extra in need of support, just take one nice deep breath into that area. And then on the exhale, just inviting that area to soften, to let go a little bit, just relax. Just giving it some care by bringing our acknowledgement, our attention towards it. Oftentimes things that are feeling uncomfortable, it's a pretty natural response to turn away from it because it's not comfortable. So that's completely natural and normal. And yet so much of the support that we give ourselves is by turning towards and just allowing it to exist, giving it space and helping it along. Kind of like what we might do with an animal that we love or something that we're taking care of, a child. Do the same thing for ourselves. The same care we give outward to bring inwards to us. Okay, so now just begin to soften the skin around the forehead, right between the eyebrows. Just let that area soften. Now feel the eyelids get heavy. Feel the temples soften. And even the eye sockets just release and relax here. Let the cheeks relax and soften over the cheekbones. Have a nice little space between your teeth. Let the jaw unhinge. And go ahead and start to bring the tailbone in, tucking in the tailbone, rolling that belly button back, engaging the core. And then lifting the sternum up towards the ceiling. Now again, we'll bring this awareness to the chest today as we're moving through much of our practice. Just bringing the awareness to that heart and chest center. So lift, 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 lift the chest. Keep tucking the tailbone, lift the chest a little bit higher and pull the shoulder blades back. And then pull the shoulder blades down. So your back shoulder muscles are fully engaged here. Keep lifting that beautiful heart upwards. And then invite that crown of the head to lift a little bit higher, tucking the chin in gently. Shoulder blades pulling down, chest lifting, top of the head lifting, tailbone pulling down, towards the ground. And just hang out here in this lifted space. Noticing the sounds of the music. And then bring the awareness back to the chest center again, the heart center, checking in with how is your heart today? And just softening a little bit into this posture, keeping the chest lifted. And extra care to our practice today, extra care to our hearts. So keeping that awareness on the chest center, we'll move into our 3-part breath, and we'll move into Ujjayi after the ocean breath. So starting with our 3-point breath, 3-part breath, exhaling all of the air out of the mouth through pursed lips, making a little circle, a little O with your lips, and exhale, press the belly button towards the spine to expel all the air out. Get right to the end. And then inhale into the nose. The belly softens as you inhale into the rib cage and then up into the heart, and hold at the top. If you like, bring your hand, either hand to the chest for the heart, and exhale. If you like, you can bring both hands to the chest, whatever you like, just holding at the bottom. And we'll do a few rounds of that 3-part breath. Inhale, finding your own cadence, your own rhythm. I'll go quiet for a little bit here. Just calling your awareness and your attention to that chest, heart center. Softening the shoulders and the muscles around the face and the jaw as you breathe. Go here for about another 20 or 25 seconds. On your inhale, filling the heart, clearing the heart out, giving it what it needs. And on the exhale, releasing everything that it's ready to let go of. Just what it's ready to release. It's just like opening a doorway, and whatever wants to move out chooses to do so. Continue for another breath or two. On your next exhale, bringing the hands down to the lap if they've been up to the chest. And then at the end of your exhale, returning back to a natural breath. And just see if you notice any sensations. We'll move into some Ujjayi breathing. This ocean breath, the sound of the ha, and that ha really comes from the chest, really resonates from the chest. So we'll begin with the mouth open. Bring your awareness to the chest center. And let's begin with exhaling with that ha sound. So go ahead and exhale. Keep pressing all the air out. And once you get to the end, continue with that ocean breath on the inhale. Continuously move from the inhale to the exhale, bringing your awareness to the chest center. Taking a break at any time. Sometimes it can be, you just need to sort of stop and take a deep breath in the middle of an Ujjayi breath. That's totally normal. So we'll go for about 30 seconds with Ujjayi today and just adjust whenever you need to. And when you like, you can go ahead and close your mouth and continue with the ha sound as you breathe. To engage with this and how it feels right for you, use this opportunity to check in with how it feels. Keeping the awareness on the chest center. Softening the muscles in the body, in the legs, and in the shoulders, and in the jaw as you complete your final round of breath. And then return back to a natural breath, letting the air vacuum back into your lungs. And take a few moments to see if you notice any sensation. If you'd like, you can bring a little smile to your cheeks as you observe this present moment. And if you like, you can bring your hand back up to the chest center, see if that feels right for you. And we're going to take our little journey into our visualization space. Again, and as always, it can be the place that you've been to before at the beginning of class, or it can be a new place. And the prompt to explore here today is, where does your heart want to be? What does your heart want to see? What does your heart need in this moment? What landscape does it desire? What wellness does it seek? What kindness is it looking for? What nurturing does it desire? And find yourself in a place and in a space. Maybe it's with people, maybe it's not with people, maybe there's animals. Really, this creation space is yours. See what comes to mind. Just find yourself, as we do, looking around your landscape, looking around at what nourishes you, what feels good, all of the little details that bring you this sense of wellness, that fulfills what your heart needs. And taking a moment to acknowledge the beauty of having that sensation of feeling nourished, of feeling well, of feeling at ease. Acknowledging how important it is, how vital it is to our well-being, to how we operate in the world, to how we do the things that we do, to how we show up, to how we offer ourselves to others, to how we nurture ourselves. The origin of all this goodness, all this wellness, is from our hearts having what it needs, is our hearts feeling nourished. So acknowledging the value, the importance of fulfilling that need before all else. And sometimes we forget to fill that need. We become busy. We're moving around, getting things done, responding to the needs of others. rushing through life, and we forget to slow down and to look and seek for what it is that our heart needs. So through this visualization and this practice today, bringing awareness to the heart center, to what the heart is desiring, bringing what's in the practice out into the world. Here we bring a visualization of what our heart needs and what feels good, and to allow that question to ripple out into our days as we walk around this week, today, this year in our lives. Seek out more and more of that which we love, of that which nourishes us. Remembering that it's not a nice thing to do, that is the thing to do in order to be able to operate in everything else that we do. We're just taking a nice few deep breaths into the heart center. If you like, you can bring your hands to your chest if they're not there. And just breathe gently while noticing your heart center and noticing how precious the heart is, giving it the attention that it deserves. We're like supercharging the heart today. Any neglect that we've done to it in the past little while, it's getting a full recharge now. And you can keep your hands at the heart or bring them back to your side, to the floor or your lap. And we'll just do our body scan today from the heart center, from the chest center, just radiating out throughout our body. So just for a few moments, I'll go quiet and just feel yourself breathe, noticing the chest rise and fall as you breathe. And then from the chest center, just see if you can imagine a warmth coming out of the center of the chest. And just feeling it begin to radiate through the whole chest, right through the back body as well. Warmth and radiation is coming from sort of the center of your chest. And then feel that warmth move its way down your shoulders, down both arms. Your chest and your arms and your fingers are nice and warm. Just radiating that nurturing, the fulfillment of that need from the heart through the arms. And then feel that warmth begin to make its way up your neck and then all the way around the back of the head, just swirling its way up around your full head. Just bringing that warmth, that radiation of warmth, the fulfillment of the heart's needs through the whole face, brain, skull. Feeling it make its way back down like a wave, down through the chin and the shoulder blades and the collarbone, right through the torso, and then it begins to really radiate on its way down. So through the belly, the lower back, the hips. Just feel that warmth spreading down through the legs. Maybe you notice some sensations, or maybe you can sense where it's moving, where the warmth is getting to. Until it makes its way to your ankles and the tops and bottoms of the feet, and out through the toes. Each toe warms up until your whole entire body is encased in this nice, warm, soothing, nurturing sense of fulfillment of what the heart needs. And just feel it radiating and pulsing through your body for a few moments. Enjoying that sensation. From this space of warmth, moving into our quiet meditation. Perhaps you can continue with the visualization or the imagining of the whole body, just having this tingling, warm sensation for the next couple minutes. And if your mind, or when your mind begins to start thinking thoughts, as it always does, just coming back to that visualization of the warmth in your body. Or if you like, using a repetition, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. My heart is nourished, my heart is well. Or any other form of anchor that helps you bring your mind into that focused state. We'll go here for about 2 minutes. Thoughts that are arising, just returning back to the breath, back to the visualization. My heart is nourished, my heart is well. Taking a nice deep inhale into your belly. Exhaling through the chest center. Letting that warmth radiate out from the chest. And before we transition into our movement portion, just taking a moment to reflect on how that quiet meditation was for you today. Was it particularly blissful, or was it not at all? Allowing that to be perfect just as it is, building that skill set, that competency, that muscle to be curious about the human experience just as it arises, using that curiosity as a muscle to build so that we become more and more comfortable to tune in and turn towards what we are experiencing. That's where the power lies. And then beginning to make nice little movements like you're waking up in the morning. You can blink open your eyes if you're ready. And we'll take our few minutes to transition, taking your time. Little massages to your face, little circles with the wrists, nice cozy movements. No rush. We'll continue with our heart practice today. Bring the hands up towards the chest center. Just close the eyes for a moment. You can have the thumbs on the sternum. And then just take a nice inhale into the chest, however you like, through your nose to your mouth, however that occurs for you. And then when you exhale, hold the chest up high. So the chest stays lifted as you exhale. Just do this a few times, continuously lifting the chest. On your exhale, holding the chest up as you breathe out. And just bringing your awareness into the whole chest center. Feeling that radiating out, that warmth from the heart. And then as your chest is lifted, take another inhale from wherever you are. On your exhale, just tuck the chin in. Bringing the forehead down, getting a nice stretch through the back, neck, shoulders. Just hold here. Continue breathing, lifting the chest, keeping the chest lifted as you stretch out through the back of the neck. Just breathe however you comfortably would like to. And continuing to lift the chest, even on the exhales. Continue to pull the forehead forward to continue deepening the stretch through the back body. Bring a little smile to your cheeks if you like. Now let's do one 3-part breath together. Inhale, belly, ribs, and chest, and hold. And then exhale, bring the head back up to neutral, keeping the chest lifted as you exhale. Bringing the arms up and behind the head, interlacing the fingers. Bring the elbows back. Now as we do our pectoral stretch today, bringing the awareness back to the chest center, feeling the warmth radiate out through the center. Soften the belly, continue to press the hands on the back of the head, elbows pressing back as far as you can. And then use your head to press back into the palms. Bring your awareness to the chest, opening the heart. Let's do a 3-part breath together. On the exhale, bring the elbows in, and then round, look down to the belly button. We'll gently release the hands to the lap, rolling ourselves back up. We'll come on to all fours now. Now weight forward or turning to the side if that's where your mat is positioned. And we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hip points there. Spread the fingers nice and wide onto the floor beneath you, so spread them as far as you can. And then press your fingertips down into the ground. And then tuck your toes in. Now lift the head up just a little bit so that you're tucking your chin as if you're grabbing a tennis ball under your chin. So you're lengthening out through the neck. You're going to keep the elbows straight and you're going to pull the sternum down towards the mat. So the shoulders stay where they are, but the center body moves. And then reverse, press out, shoulders out. Keeping the neck neutral. Move up and down, bringing the awareness back to the chest. Feeling that center point in the middle of the chest and the warmth radiating out. Massaging the chest center with our movements. And then returning to a neutral spine. Let's bring the tops of the feet down and we'll move into cat-cow. So look at your belly button, turn inwards, round the spine, press out, and then reverse, tailbone to the ceiling, chin to the sky. As we do this, just bring the awareness to the body movements. And as always, feel the chest center warm and radiating out. As we pay attention to the movements in our body, we know which way to move, how much to press, where to lift, as we're listening to the information being shared to us by our body. Returning back to a neutral spine, tucking the toes back in, and then spreading the knees out wide, coming back into a child's pose, placing the tops of the feet back down. Reach the arms out, bring the forehead to the ground. Now this might be, we haven't done any other hip work, we've gone right to child's pose. So we're going to invite us to hang out here, and then when you need to, I'm going to invite you to sit up onto your elbows, to give yourself a little rest, and then come back down into the child's pose. So we're going to hang out here for about 45 seconds. And you'll be choosing when you want to lift up and give yourself a break, and when you want to go back down in. And if you prefer to do child's pose without the wide leg, you can go ahead and do that as well. Bringing the awareness to the heart center. What does the heart need? What does the heart want to feel nourished by? How can we respond to that need? How can we open our ears to listen deeper? Softening the jaw, coming in and out of the posture whenever you need. Just listening to the heart's call. Feeling the chest center warm, radiating out. Beautiful. And then pulling the arms in, you can lift the head, pull the arms in to give you a little bit of support, and then we'll lift ourselves up into seated. Giving yourself a nice slow roll up. So you get back to lifted, pull the shoulder blades back, and we'll bring the knees back in together. Coming back onto all fours, tucking in the toes. Make sure the knees are hip width apart. This time we're going to sit forward into mounting heart. So we're going to pull the arms and the hands up to the corner of the mat. You're going to lift the tailbone up and bring the forehead down towards the mat. If you like, the tops of the feet can be down, or you can have the toes tucked in. And keep pulling your fingertips as far away as you can to the corners of the mats as is comfortable for you. And with melting heart, if you like, you can lift up the chin and put the chin down, resting onto the mat. And if that's too intense, continue with the forehead down. We're going to do the same thing with this posture. We're going to be here for a little while, so you're going to be moving in and out of this posture as you need it. You can lift up and lift back down. You can bring your elbows back in towards your knees and give yourself a break and then come back. So the exploration in these postures today is, what does the heart need? Just nice, soft, gentle breathing. Softening into the posture if that feels right, or lifting out. Everything your heart needs and desires is important, is the key. Lifting out whenever you need, and then going back in. And melting hard, the chest is pouring forward. Maybe you want to change postures completely, and that's what the heart needs. And gently releasing, coming back up onto the elbows, sitting back into the heels. You're going to bring the arms next to the legs for our nice little cozy ball child's pose. Bringing the forehead to the floor, letting the shoulders relax. Taking a few deep breaths into the back shoulder blades. Bringing the hands back up. Fingers spread wide under the shoulders, and then just help lift yourself, rolling back up to seated. Whenever you get back up into a straight spine, pulling the shoulder blades back to lift the chest, bringing the awareness back to the heart. We're going to lift up onto our knees and bring the arms up overhead, a little back bend. Press the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, and then exhale back to seated. Hands at chest center. If you need something for your knees, please take a moment and roll your mat or get a pillow. We'll do this just about 3 or 4 more times for context. So lifting back up, press the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, exhale back down, thumbs to the sternum. Do this a couple more times. Lift and squeeze, chest lifting. Thumbs to sternum. And lifting. Squeeze. This time on the exhale, bringing the weight forward. Hands to the ground and coming onto the belly. So let's bring the elbows in towards the rib cage. The hands are underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingertips really wide. Point the toes. And let's just touch down the forehead onto the ground. So as the forehead is touched here, pull the elbows in. And then pull the shoulder blades down. So your elbows even move down maybe a half a centimeter. Squeeze your glutes and point your toes. Press your hips into the ground, and then press your fingertips and the pads of your hands into the ground, and then lift up. A slight back bend. Inhale, and then exhale down. Bring the awareness back to the chest. Forehead touches. Release, and then go ahead and strengthen and clench through the legs, and then lift up again. Inhale. Exhale back down, release. And then go ahead and clench the muscles. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forehead back down, release. Bring the forearms down to the ground now, so the hands are next to the head. Press the fingertips firmly into the ground. Press the pads of the hands into the ground and then the elbows. And pull the shoulder blades again down and back. And then lift cobra. Chest is lifting, chin is lifting. Inhale. Exhale down. We'll do this 2 more times as well. Press the fingers, press the elbows, clench the muscles, hips pressing into the ground and lift. Chest opening and lifting. Exhale, release. And one more time. Clench and press and lift. Beautiful. Bringing it back down. Inviting the hands back down underneath the shoulder blades. Elbows pop back up. We're going to tuck the feet in, tuck the toes in, and this time we're going to lift up into upper dog. So press the hands down into the ground, press the elbows into the rib cage, and then lift all the way up and back down. Tops of the feet come down and relax. And then engaging, pulling the elbows in, hands press firmly, tucking the toes, lift and down. One more time, and then we'll take a nice, well-deserved rest, tucking the toes, lifting. And down. Bring one cheek to the floor, hands down by your side, and the palms facing the ceiling. Give yourself a little rest. As you lay here, feel your chest center. Feel the breath as you rise and fall. Picking up the head and turning it to the other side. You need to support your body in any way to make this comfortable. Go ahead. Maybe you want to bring your arm underneath the chest or whatever it is to feel comfortable. And turning the head back down towards the mat, forehead to the mat, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. You're going to curl one leg, bend the knee, and then make a nice circle with your ankle. And then change directions. And then bring the leg back down. Switching sides, curling, and some nice big rotations. Beautiful. Bringing the leg back down. Tucking the toes in. Press the fingers firmly down into the mat, keeping the elbows tucked in towards the rib cage and press back into child's pose. Stay in active child's pose, so keep the toes tucked in. Forehead to the ground, pressing into the hips, bringing the awareness to the chest again, opening up through the toes. Just this warmth and openness that we're creating through the chest center, bringing our awareness to the extremes, the extremities, the fingers and the toes to help it invite its way all the way through to the ends of our bodies. And bringing the tops of the feet down, we'll roll ourselves back up, nice and slow and gentle, like a rag doll. Whenever you've come back up, bringing the hands to chest center, feeling for that nice warmth in the heart, and then transitioning onto your bum, we're going to roll back down onto our back. You can do this with the eyes closed or with a hazy gaze. Supporting yourself onto your back, either with your hands by your side or the hands at the knees. It's nice to give ourselves a little massage as we roll ourselves down onto our backs. Once you've gotten onto your back, take your time if you're way not there yet, but whenever you get there, bring the knees up into the chest. And just give yourself a little rock from side to side. And keeping the knees bent, release the knees with your hands and bring the palms, arms out to the side, palms facing the ceiling, and then just windshield your legs over to one side. And you might want to bring one of your hands under your knees to help support it if it's a little intense. And as we hang out in this posture, again, asking ourselves, what does our heart need? What does our body need? How can we respond to that with our heart? Listening through our heart. Make any adjustments now that you've listened. Find what's best for you. And then very gently go ahead and switch sides. Listening to the body and listening to the heart with what feels right, where the positioning of your legs would prefer to be. What the heart needs is key. Inviting the knees back into center. Doing any final movements that you need before moving into our Shavasana. If you're ready, then just bringing the feet a little further than hip width apart. Shavasana with the arms down by your sides at about 30 degrees, palms to the ceiling, or you can always do that starfish with the arms up overhead and the legs further apart. Now let's just align the spine and then we'll surrender to the positioning. So as we do when we're in seated, we tuck the tailbone, right? And then you tuck the chin in gently so that's a nice long spine. Chest is lifted with the shoulder blades down and back. And then once you've created that alignment, just let gravity take you. Allowing your body to take the beautiful form that it's been given and granted. And just relaxing into your own body's form. Relaxing into the ground, into the music, into the peacefulness of this quiet moment. Letting the forehead be soft, letting the head feel heavy in the ground. Letting the neck and the shoulders release, relax. Letting the chest breathe a nice, deep, heavy breath, and then let go. Letting the organs relax, rest. Letting the hips be nourished and soothed. And letting the legs have some rest and rejuvenation right to the toes. Nice deep breath in through your nose. Fill the belly. On the exhale, completely release. And beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Giving your head a little nod from side to side. Making fists. Making circles with the wrists and the ankles. And beginning to wake up the body, changing directions. Giving your face a little tap with your hands. Squeezing the glutes. Bringing the heels in together and bending the knees. Cozy, waking up. And when you're ready, rolling over onto your side. Giving yourself a hug whenever you get there. Wrap your arms around that heart. Inviting our heart to speak to us lots this week and onwards, so that we may better listen and respond. Remembering that what it's speaking is key to our health, to our wellness, to how much we can show up for others, show up for ourselves, be at ease, and enjoy life while helping this world as well is key. So giving that heart a nice, good moment, acknowledgement, and gently lifting beautiful bodies back up into seated. Eyes closed or a hazy gaze. Bringing the hands to chest center when you're ready. Thank you all for joining me in this practice today. Namaste. The peace, the beauty, the wellness, the heart in me acknowledges all of that in you, and vice versa. Have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy this amazing weather. So exciting. Oh, nice to have this sunshine. Oh, thank you, ladies.